Whoa. Oh, jeez. That's really dark. So I ordered a new pair of glasses because I lost the pair that I had before, and it said it was gonna be arriving in January, but I got a text message that said that it was delivered, or I got text message at the same time, it's gonna be delivered, it has been delivered. I go out and check my mailbox, there's a package. Problem with the package. Looks like this. Does not bode well for what's gonna be inside, I don't think. Actually not busted, I'm surprised. How do I look? Not too bad, actually. The beginning of the new year, I haven't been doing a lot. I've been streaming on my Twitch channel more. I've been petting Owen more. Got a lot of groceries. Been working a lot. So no one's on campus right now. Oh boy, I'm on my tiny little board because I wanted to use this as an experiment. No one's here on campus. It's just everyone that anyone employed by the university. It hurts. This thing does not work well on asphalt. Oh, car. On concrete sidewalk, totally fine. Okay, stop, no more happy-go-lucky fun time. This is now serious. We're gonna talk about stuff. I really don't want to dive too deep into this because, I mean, on my vlogs, it's like I really don't like to get too serious. Currently, I really don't like to talk about issues going on in the world. I'd love to have just this catalog of my life of like, yeah, this is like the cool stuff that happened. But I think that would be incredibly unfair later generations if they come back and look at this and they're like, oh, look at that. He's having like none of this bad stuff was happening during his time when he was this age. I feel like if I want to describe my life in an accurate light, I need to talk about the bad things along with the good things. So I just want to talk a little bit about the guy that was kidnapped by the 4 black people and was tortured for over a day. He might have been 2 days. I don't remember the time frame. I know it was over a day. I don't think it exceeded 48 hours, but it was still a long time. I'm not going to dive too deep into it. Philip DeFranco put up his video like expressing his opinions to it, and I feel like he does a way better job of describing his emotions than I do, or like his thought process, and I agree with everything that he said. So yeah, that video will be in the link in the description. But just going from what I've heard is that there was this guy who was kidnapped by these 4 black people who stole a van and then gagged him, cut him, beat him. And then for like 30 minutes, they live streamed on Facebook them beating this poor guy and making him drink toilet water, just saying F Donald Trump and F white people. It's like, holy shit. It was then later like talked about that this kid was in special needs. When I heard about the story, I got scared to be a straight white guy. This guy that had this horrific event happen to him did nothing at all. It's not like he was coming out of his white supremacy meeting with he and his buddies and like he was doing nothing wrong whatsoever. But because he was white, it was automatically assumed that he was a racist. Based on the color of my skin, I voted for Donald Trump and I am also a racist. Sorry, I might swear a little bit on this one. Sorry, I'm a little fired up right now. This also once again brings up like the reverse racism thing where it's like black people can't be racist against white people because of years of oppression, which is crap. Racism is not by definition white people think that they're better than black people. And the thing that really irritates me about society in this right now is that it took a very long time, longer than it should have, to say, is this a hate crime against a white person? Yes it is. Like CNN was talking of like, what's their motive? Was it political? Did they just hate kids with special needs? If this situation was reversed and there were 4 white people that kidnapped 1 black guy, tortured him for 2 days, yes, hate crime immediately. Everyone would jump on board with that one. I hate that argument of like, oh, it can't be racist, it was a white kid. Another thing that was kind of bothering me, but I don't know too much about it, is that YouTube was taking down videos of this live stream because it was violating some sort of terms. But you can easily still look up footage of fatal police shootings and just horrific events of like bombs being dropped on people and people dying on YouTube. But somehow those get to stay up because they're classified as news and this one doesn't. And on another side of the argument, people were classifying this as a Black Lives Matter movement. And the other thing that came out of this was the trending hashtag Black Lives Matter kidnapping. Black Lives Matter had nothing to do with this. If you want to have the argument that Black Lives Matter contributed to this event because they painted white people as all white supremacists and all racists, I feel like that's a different argument for a different time. I just feel right now our primary concern should be what do we do with the 4 what do we do with the 4 monsters that did this? I think we can push what made them do this back to a later date. And to bring things down even more, Friday there was a shooting at the Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport. According to NBC Miami, right now there are 5 dead and 8 wounded. I remember reading on Snapchat that there was this guy, he was in the military, he was dealing with some issues, but apparently this guy pulled out a gun and baggage claim and started shooting. And yeah, it says here he's been receiving psychological treatment recently. He served in Iraq. So if you're watching this, please, for goodness sakes, stay safe. The most important thing is just be aware. If you see something that just doesn't look right and it doesn't feel right, just get out of there. Oh good, now we have a kitty. The kitty can make things better. Church, I need your help. I rammed this into the ground with the real talk. I need you to bring it back up. Well guys, hopefully next week things are better. Thank you all very much for watching. Thank you for coming back. I will see you guys next week. Bye everybody. Peace.